I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. Tip $2 and says, a YouTuber has confirmed doing a documentary that will expose people who orbit famous YouTubers and the economy surrounding content theft and farming. Thoughts on a detractor expose? Sounds interesting. It was 2 years ago, well, I guess a year and a half ago, right? Where I had a big expose documentary done on me by June the King. I had reacted to the entirety of the thing, and then I had June as a guest on my show. And during that interview, I said to June, wouldn't it be fascinating if instead of actually microanalyzing the people that people are saying are lol cows and basically just talking about them for 4 hours, instead you take a look at these crazy obsessed communities around them, the people that orbit them and literally every waking moment clip them, stalk them, do what they can to interfere with their lives to have this monetizable content. Like, wouldn't that be more interesting to see what kind of person would do that? And June was against it. He said, no, I don't think that's interesting. I don't think that that would be something that people would watch. I disagree. I think that the real lolcows in this situation become the community surrounding the person, because the person is just trying to get by. Maybe they're nuts and maybe they do wacky, weird things, but they're just trying to get by and have a normal life, despite the fact that maybe it's publicized on the internet. But it's these weirdo, obsessive communities that form around them that I think are way more fascinating of a tale. So, hey, if someone's making a documentary on that, maybe I'd be interested in watching it, you know? All right. Well, thanks for $2 there. And Lance Catamaran has gifted our first sub of the day over on Kick. Thank you, Lance. I'm smacking. It's funny because the detractor meme has now been lip smacking. It's not lip smacking. It's my tongue. It's my mouth, it's basically when I'm talking and I swallow. Or, for example, yesterday, I sneezed. And when I sneezed, Niagara Falls. What does that mean? I have postnasal drip. I've had it my whole life. So if my nose tickles or I sneeze or whatever, basically I get gross, phlegm and yuck dripping down the back of my throat. And the only real way to clear it out is to go snorting and stuff. Now I'm muting that now. I have the drop button, so I mute it when I do it. But basically, my mouth was all screwed up as a result of it too. So as I was talking yesterday, I was smacking my lips, but I wasn't. What I was doing is actually my tongue and my mouth. It's going to rehydrate basically before I talk. And it was prominent during the earlier stream, like the podcast. I was doing it a lot. These idiots are, again, they hyperfixate on everything. So they've started counting the smacks, they're calling them, even though they're not lip smacks. My lips aren't involved at all. It's like a mouth smacking. And I guess it's perfectly fine. Let them hyperfixate on whatever they want. But that's their new meme. It's hilariously stupid and they're brain dead. Anyway, so cool. Where do we want to start today? A bunch of stuff to do. First off, so very briefly, I already told you what the schedule is for the week, right? So people are asking me, what should I do in regards to Street Fighter 6? And honestly, as of right now, I think we're going to do it on Friday night. That could change. If enough people rally and they're like, no, Phil, don't do it, stop, I won't do it. But it's kind of a split audience. It seems like it's a 50-50 split on this, okay? And what I mean by that is some people are like, yeah, we like Street Fighter. We like when you play it. Yes, there's rage involved, but at the same time, it's fun to see you learn a game and persevere and have awesome matches where you can kick someone's butt. At the same time, when you get your butt beat and you rage, that's also entertaining. So there's a good amount of people who want to see me go back to it, especially those who were there for that year and a half ride of me playing Street Fighter 6, getting all those characters to master and basically playing it a ton. They want that to return. They miss those days of me having that competitive edge every Friday night. But at the same time, there's another half of my audience, and they have some valid points. Let me tell you. Here's the valid point that they have, and I respect this point, okay? basically, the way I see it, people now are coming to my streams more to relax. Most of you who are here right now for this podcast aren't here for drama, aren't here for any kind of rage. You're here just to relax with me, right? You want to see what I'm up to this morning, maybe have some conversation, hear some topics. That's what you're here for. For our creators, yeah, you want some suspenseful gameplay. You want to see if I complete the runs, but at the same time, you want to hang out with me. Like, that's been a major part that's been happening, is this social aspect to my streams, correct? So, that being said, people are worried that if I do a Street Fighter 6 stream, that's not going to happen. First of all, how can you possibly hang out with me and interact with me if I'm playing Street Fighter 6 and it's taking up all of my time and attention? That's a valid point. When I'm playing these competitive games, I really don't have opportunity to talk with you. Instead, it's more about being focused on the game and if I can make any progress in it. So that's number one, and that's a given, right? Number two, it's going to bring drama. You know, the trolls are going to come out for it. You know there's going to be stress involved. And a lot of people are like, dude, I thought that you were trying to reduce the amount of drama and reduce the amount of stress. Now, all of a sudden, you got Call of Duty back in the mix. And now that that's back in the mix, now you got Street Fighter 6 back in the mix, right? So all I want to say is I understand, number one, okay, this is not 100% a guaranteed massive return for Street Fighter 6 at all. This very well could be a one-off night stream, a return of Friday Night Fights just for throwback purposes. We give it a shot and we see how it works. And if it doesn't really work, then I don't have to ever do it again. I'm not saying no Friday Night Fights ever again. I'm just saying forget Street Fighter 6, right? Remember, the reason that I quit out from the game is because I was bored with it. You know, it's been about a year. Does that mean that I'm actually going to like the game as much? Probably not, right? So I don't know. We'll see. Let's see how it goes. Like I said, I'm going to stick to 4 characters who I was really entertained by playing back when I was playing the game. None of them are top tiers. In fact, most of them are bottom tier. Let's see how it goes and go from there. All right. Now, like I said, if anyone disagrees or there is a staunch reason why I should not be playing this on Friday, let me know. But I think it's worth a one-off shot. And if it doesn't work, that's fine. But on the flip side, maybe it'll go well. Maybe it'll be entertaining for everyone, and maybe we'll have some fighting games back in the rotation. I don't know. Let's find out. If anything, it's going to be interesting. There's 3 characters I've never seen. I've never seen Elena, Sagat, or C. Viper in this game. You know I'm going to lose to them nonstop because I'm not going to know what the hell's going on, right? So it'll be interesting, to say the least. So that, yes, I'm probably going to play that on Friday, okay? The other thing that was in question is what's going on with Call of Duty, right? Because Call of Duty now, I'm playing with all of my new equipment, some of which we're about to look at right now, actually, because like I said, we're going to have this segment where I look at this tech and stuff. So I'm doing well. Last night, I played Call of Duty Black Ops 7. It went really well. I had one of my best sessions ever, for the record. I think there was only one match where I had a negative kill death ratio. Every other match, I broke even or I was above. I was positive. That never happens. And I think that's a direct result of no input lag, better peripherals with this mouse and keyboard, and other things that I've improved, which I'm going to show you in a minute. I did really well. In fact, we're using the new drone that we unlocked last time. The drone is excellent. It has a sniper drone. You can fly it around and get a bunch of kills with it, which is really awesome. And we were using an assault rifle all night because that was one of the challenges. And we were also using the tagging grenade, I think it's called. You throw it and it tags the enemy and then you kill them when they're tagged. And we got that done. We actually unlocked at the very end of the night the ballistic knife. That's the knife that shoots a projectile. So I'd like to try that out, obviously, because I haven't had a chance to use it yet. But then we swapped from the Peacemaker assault rifle to another one. I think it was called like the M17 or something. And that was even better than the Peacemaker. So we were actually doing good. Like, it was fun because I was actually doing well. It wasn't just me sucking and raging the whole night. And so because of that, I am going to play it again Thursday night. However, here's how it went with support. We had about $60 of support. And then all of a sudden in the last hour, 2 people did a whole bunch of super chats. One guy dropped like $140 or something like that. And another guy did like a $65 super chat. And of course, the accounts came out of nowhere. Never heard of them before. Who could they really be? Who knows, right? Not that it matters. I don't microanalyze every contribution that I get. But yeah, I would more have it be that we get a good crowd of people that are all there and they like it so much that they all support it. And it's basically a massively like crowdfunded success rather than, 2 people basically supported it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to see how things go on Thursday night. I like Call of Duty right now. I'm actually enjoying myself with it, and I want to play it more and keep it in the rotation. But yeah, we'll see. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens and go from there. I want to play it again Thursday night. So that means 2 multiplayer streams. Thursday night is Call of Duty Black Ops 7, and Friday night is Street Fighter 6. All right, we'll see how all that goes. Cool. Oh, one other thing, because this actually just happened. So there's a new thing called Kick Bounties that's going on. What Kick has done is they're partnering with certain games. Everyone, Darkside Phil here. The only Detractor channel that I watch is Duty Streams.